Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and Water Veritas officially became farmable in War of the Visions today. And what I really mean by that is you can begin stacking up metals, so the sweatiest of the sweatiest of the sweatiest can actually unlock her in a week. For everybody else, we're going to break down about how long it's going to take you to actually farm out Water Veritas, some ways you can speed up getting her to 140, because she does look like a very useful unit. However, I want to talk about a little bit of awkwardness to this system where you are rewarding the sweatiest arena players every week with Water Veritas medals, but often the players who do the best in arena might not be the players who need access to this unit the most. It's a little awkward, but let me run you through the system real quick. Now, I've done 6 arena fights today. 5 of them, the first 5 arena fights that I did, if we look at my rewards, I received 1 Water Veritas medal for each one of those. The 6th one, after I used an item to restore my arena fights, I only got regular arena medals. So every day you can earn 5 arena or 5 Water Veritas of the, let me say it right, Veritas of the Water medals for participating in arena. So that's 5 times 7, which is 35. I actually, for some reason, had to look at my little math down here. That's 35 medals a week just for doing your 5 regular fights in arena every day. And you might be thinking, okay, all right, I can do 5 arena fights in a day. There's my 35. What do I get for where I finish every day? Nothing. You don't get any for your daily rewards. So you'll just get your normal daily rewards. Those aren't changing at all. It's weekly awards where you can pick up some more Water Veritas medals. In fact, you can get quite a few if you go really, really hard in arena. 120 medals is actually enough by itself to go purchase her from the medal shop, but you only get that many if you're top 10. Now, if you want to get her immediately, like next Monday, right when it rolls around, you don't need to finish top 10, because top 50 will give you 100 medals plus the 35 you've already owned, put you at 135, which is north of that 120 mark. And in fact, if you finish a top 100 this week, you'll get 90 medals plus the 35 you get from fighting every day. That puts you at 125, which is still north of that 120 number. And that's it. So if you want her on Monday, you gotta finish in the top 100 this week. Now, technically speaking, if you finish in top 1000, you can also still get her Monday, because you'll get the 80 medals for this week plus the 35 for your participations this week. Then you do your 5 arena fights on Monday and you'll still be able to get her that day. So TLDR right here, although you're not reading anything, you're just listening to me. If you want Water Veritas, in 1 week from today, you must finish in top 1000 of arena. Now, for some people, like my main account, I could absolutely go do that. And you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go a little bit sweaty in arena this week. It's not something that I like to do all of the time, unless I really like a unit that I have that fits into the meta and I have the vision card bonuses. You're going to need all of that stuff to go for top 1000 in arena, most likely. Still, it's obtainable for me on my main account, not on my alt account, and that's where I start getting some other feelings about this. My alt account, which really wants Water Veritas, has no shot at top 1000, just none. I have not leveled up any espers yet. I've just farmed a little bit of gear. I could maybe finish, I'll be able to finish top 10,000 on my alt account, no problem. And if I really tried hard, I could go for top 5,000, but it would take an effort from me, I think, on a new account to get top 5,000 for only 20 more medals. So how does the math work out here? Well, let's go to the MOG shop real quick, and I'm going to kind of break down how much it would take, or how long it would take to actually unlock this unit if you're just somebody who goes for like top 10,000 in arena and just kind of throws your everyday, your 5 fights a day at it. Okay, here's the Water Veritas shop. 120 will unlock the unit. We've already kind of broke that down, kind of shown what those numbers look like. Then every shard costs 1. There's 600 shards. Every mind sphere costs 1. There's 720 mind spheres. If you add all that up, which again, I'm a boomer, so I did on paper, that is 1,440 shards. Okay, 1,440. You get 35 a week for doing your 5 fights a day. If you finish top 10,000, you get another 40. That's 75 shards a week. If all you did was get 75 medals a week, I said shards, you'll get shards or you'll get monsters, whatever. If all you get is 75 medals a week and then take those in here to trade them, it will take you 19 weeks to unlock Water Veritas, and you'll have a remainder of 15 medals at the end of that, because I did 5th grade math where I did long division on paper. Do I have a calculator on my computer? Yes. Did I use it? No, I'm gonna practice that long division skill. But yeah, 19 weeks, basically almost 20 weeks. If every day you do 5 arena fights and you never get sweaty, you never really try hard to boost it, almost 20 weeks to unlock this unit. That is basically 5 months. That's a long time. That is nearly half a year. Now, I still don't think this is a bad thing. In fact, I love the idea of incentivizing Arena with Water Veritas. We already have Veritas of the Wind, which you get from playing through the story in the game, so it incentivizes you pushing the story, although I think that's something most people were doing anyway. Then, this one here incentivizes Arena, which is like daily PvP. Tying free, UR units to that, I think is wonderful. My issue and the awkward part of it is, hey, my main account could rush this thing. Heck, my main account, let's go look at the rewards again. I'm gonna do some like real quick mental math right here and see like if I wanted to just really try hard, like just go crazy and go for top 100 every week. Let's say some weeks I can hit top 50, some weeks I can hit top 100. I'm just gonna use the 100 as a nice round number to work with. If I was earning on average 135 medals a week, okay, let's say I go for top 1,000. I'm going to change the math up a little bit. If I go for top 1,000, which will put me just over 100 medals on average every week, right? Sometimes I get top 50, sometimes I'm at like 205, whatever. Then it's still going to take me, what, the better part? Well, there's 1,440. That is, it's like 14 weeks. In fact, if you earned 100 medals a week, it would be 14.4 weeks. Now, there's no way to actually come out to 100 medals even unless you're like not doing all 5 of your arena fights, but it's still a really long time. Even if you're finishing in top 100, this unit is going to take a while to unlock. So what are some things I would recommend to speed this process up? Okay, one of the most obvious places to start is find what the kind of arena meta is. And if you have a natural counter to that meta in your account, it can make farming arena really a lot easier. So what I did right here is Dark Shadow Links is a bonus unit, or the new vision cards or bonus vision cards. So I built a team comp that makes use of those things. But in my comp, there's a lot of strike teams right now, so I'm taking advantage of a unit like Roth. In fact, Roth feels like kind of a secret MVP unit this week because she gets a boatload of strike resist. You can see right here with this comp I just kind of threw together in a few minutes before starting this video. She's already sitting at 78 strike resist. She's going to be very hard to take down. She's fast enough. She does respectable damage. There is a lot to love about running Roth this week. So if you can build a nice dark team around her or some kind of mage team around her, I think you could find yourself a lot of wins in arena if you can work on your positioning. And in fact, it's a nice exercise in becoming a little bit better at PvP and War of the Visions. It's figuring out like a unit that counters a meta and how to position them in a way to do it. I want to play around with Irvine instead of Vivi right here, but like I said, I threw this thing together in like 5 minutes, and so Vivi was the easiest choice. And then I'm using my bonus unit and some bonus vision cards. Remember, you get bonus from 1 vision card in the main slot and 1 vision card in the sub slot, so you want to find all 3 of those bonuses. Another thing I'm going to recommend, like super hard, is once you get that first 120, like get that first 120 as quick as you can and then throw that girl in this barracks, because your barracks is going to speed this process up a lot. It might not seem like a ton, but if you're getting, especially if you're using like shardless potions and you're getting 2 to 3 extra shards a day, that's essentially like 2 to 3 more arena fights. Remember, you can only earn 5 a day. If you could take that number up to 7 or 8, you are cutting a significant amount of time off the back end of farming here. And unfortunately, that's really the only ways to do it. Like, she seems like she's going to be very tough to get and very tough to max out. I expect it to be, hey, at minimum several months before we see some max level Water Veritas coming out. In fact, you know what, just for fun, because we're making a YouTube video here, it's still not that long. If you were to get, let's say let's say you went crazy and you were like, no, I'm going to get first place or top 10. You don't have to get first place. Somebody's going to like snipe you at the last second. But let's say you earn 120 arena medals from weekly rewards every week, plus your 35 from the daily fights. That's 155 medals a week. Let me do some quick math. I'll use a calculator this time. That is still just over 9 weeks. Now, it's 9.2. You could probably kick that 0.2 off and make it like 8 point some weeks if you're using the barracks. That's 2 months. It's going to be 2 months, even for the sweatiest of the sweaty players, to have this unit maxed out and ready to go. So, for an account like my alt, I'm more like looking at 3 months. It is a long-term goal. It's something that I was like very excited about coming out, and I've had to kind of temper it a little bit. I think the fact that I have to temper it is what I don't love about it's the feels bad part of it. While I love that they're putting free units like this in the game and incentivizing different game modes, it would be nice if there was a way to speed the process up a little bit more than it taking this long. I say that, I can't think off the top of my head of a way to do it. Maybe when there was like bonus arena medals for a week or something, it also bonused the Water Veritas medals. That would really make arena like pop off every once in a while if you gave bonus Water Veritas medals in arena. So anyway, there you go. That's just kind of my thoughts on it. I'm definitely going to I'll be going fairly hard in arena for the next month or two with my main account. Definitely trying to finish in that top 1,000 to make sure I could get her relatively soon. And then on my alt account, we'll see. I'll do my 5 arena fights a day and just let the cards fall where they will. Maybe next month I'll be able to fight a little bit harder in there after I can level up some espers. It'll be kind of a cool experiment, actually, and maybe I'll chronicle it in a video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.